ambience alone shows some love. Red and black with some candles on the tables. I mean, if you enter there and you are single, you will feel it. You will feel it. And some of us who went there with our +1 being our phone, we felt it. We felt it.
I'm praying.
I mean, I want to say big ups to Kwabena in the team. They had a fantastic show. I mean, the performances, the lighting, the stage. Oh my goodness! I mean, the kind of stage you put up, and the display. Everyone in the auditorium really loved it. And big shout out to Kitty for coming through for him, and also not to forget about the Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Madam Jifa Gomashi was there, and also to Mr. Sam George, Minister of Communications was there, and I mean other amazing people, So I want to say a big shout out to Kwabena in the team, Ashes, for making this happen. It was a fantastic night on Val's Day.
Well, thank God Val's Day is over, so that now I can gnash, or how do they say it? Gnash in peace. Oh, please. Yesterday, the torment was too much online.
I could bring you some flowers.
Oh, yeah, me, I don't want flowers. I don't like, I want a car or a house, land, properties, estates. I don't want flowers. Well.
So what's trending?
Yeah, what's trending right here on Weekly Trends. So our first story is coming from our former Deputy Minister for Tourism and Arts, Okreku Mante. And he's saying that the MPP's use of Makuma by Kimpaluta was profane. And that was the major reason why they lost the election. Yes. So, he feels like because MPP used Makuma by Kimpaluta, the song didn't fit the party. That was why they lost.
And did he hear them dancing to Makuma? And ladies and gentlemen, Tilly is also here with us.
I was in the studio when he said that. He didn't say this.
He said it's profane.
Yes, I don't know. Adam.
Okay,
he said the song was profane. But he didn't say that was the reason they lost it. That's not what he said.
So this is different. What you are saying is what he said here. Now, he has been to Peace FM to actually
I am on Peace FM. He was sitting by me. This is not what he said. That's why I'm saying this article is wrong. He said the song was profane.
Okay.
He didn't say that was the reason the party lost. That is not true.
I mean, the song being profane. I mean, if I listen him right, he was trying to say it
contributed.
Yes, it did not make people love.
It's not true. That's not what he said. I was sitting there. The reason all he said was that
because I listened.
I was on the show, and I'll tell you that's not what he said, Edem.
So
that's not what he said at all. He said that. He didn't even understand why they made Baumia, Dr. Baumia dance to
it. Yes.
So what is he trying to make with that point?
Let me finish. That he didn't say whatever he said. He just said that the song was profane and they shouldn't have allowed
it.
The man to. He didn't say that was the reason it was part. That is not part of what he said. It's not true.
So if that's the case, for him to relax, I'm making an inference now. This is not to him.
That is on you. He didn't say that. So let's quote him well. He
now,
didn't say that at all.
This is not a quote. She didn't quote her. It was a headline she read.
And
but I want to make an inference.
No, but even your inference, no, it's even wrong.
No,
because there are a lot of reasons that, and this is not part. And
relax,
he didn't even hint on it.
Tilly, relax. You cannot stop anyone from making an inference.
It is wrong.
No, I want to make an inference. For him to say that.
No, but there was a purpose for the conversation.
Tilly,
and it wasn't even about Baumia or MPP losing.
It
was something that came.
Tilly,
so you
allow.
ask.
No, allow. For him to say that. Why did they allow Dr. Baumia to dance to that? He's driving at a point.
And the point is
not. I have every right to make an inference.
It's not true. And the point is not that. What he said, he made it very clear. I was sitting by him, so he was. We're talking about something like that.
I mean that point. No, relax, Tilly. That point he made is not in a vacuum. Don't get it wrong. It's not even.
And I'm saying that the context you are picking to fit is not it.
Relax. I can make my inference. So I'm making my inference. That
no, but the story, it's not even about you. When you see, as far as you mentioned the story, I told you that is not it. Yes. It's not even about what you are inferring.
It's not even about the story.
And I was there, and I'm telling you that is not what we're talking
listened.
about.
Tilly, relax. I also listened. And I heard him from the point he was making.
Well,
what he's driving at was that.
That is not what he was driving at. That's why I'm not. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't put it in that. That's not what he was.
You. Silly, relax.
Because I was there. We know where the
conversation
started from. And I'm saying that.
Silly.
Well,
in the first place, why did he make this point?
Calm down.
If he feels that this is not connected to their election defeat, why did he make the point? And why did he drop
that
our line?
Is not what he was saying. Let
relax.
us
From
what is on the internet is that he said that it was a contribution to their loss.
Inference.
And it is wrong. Let us correct it before it starts another conversation.
Obviously, this was not the only reason why
he
they lost.
Say that.
But then he's claiming that it was a contribution. It was part of.
It is not. That's what I'm trying to say. He never said it was part of it or anything. He was just saying that the song, he was surprised they allowed him to use it. He never.
But my question
the context of the conversation was not about Bawumia losing. So the fact that you said it wasn't said in a vacuum and you picked it and you put it in that conversation, you are misconstruing the conversation.
Relax.
That's not what he said.
Relax. So Tilly. Are you telling me?
Tell us about.
You know what? Read the story. But I'm saying the headline is wrong. That is not what he said.
Relax.
He's saying the song was profane, but he never said it contributed to. That is not part of it.
You corrected the headline, but I want to make an inference.
And I'm saying when you make it like that, you are misconstruing something he didn't say.
No. My question is, why did he allow? Didn't he hear or see them dancing to it, and why didn't he correct them?
Now that you have all the information. Now I've given you the information. So if you want to go that way, keep going. I've given you the information that is not what he said.
Tilly, so what's your problem?
I don't have a problem.
So I can't ask a question. Why didn't he stop them from using the song in the first place? And had to wait for them to finish. That's my question.
Actually, since Tilly was there, right?
Yeah.
You know, we can't also pick things on the internet and then. Although we've seen videos and stuff, but maybe we are not throwing light on it in the right way. So I would like for Tilly to just give us some
read
light
the story,
on it.
and then when you're done, I will tell you what he said, and then the listeners will make their own judgment.
So interesting.
My point is, I listened to the conversation. My point is that he was there. He was a deputy minister then, and he saw it. And is it that he communicated to them and they didn't listen? Because, he is in the space, he's produced music, he understands what it goes in and lyrics and other things. I was thinking that he would have prompted the party to either tone down or maybe this, after maybe some analysis gone in, they realized that the song was profane. But do you think it was profane? It was the song they used was that profane?
Well, this is my opinion, okay? I don't think the song is profane, but I didn't feel like it suited their political image. Yeah. So I think there could have been other songs that would have fit them perfectly, but, it was also it's a hit song. It's catchy. Everybody knows the song, so it wasn't hard to associate the political party with that song. So. That's them.
Yeah, let's leave it to them.
So you can get more of that story on GhanaWeb.com. And in our weekly trends also, James Gardner was here. That was yesterday, okay?
Oh.
And then he says that there is more professionalism attached to film industry in Nigeria than in Ghana. He claims that, he's been working in Nigeria, Nollywood movies, and he's realized that when it comes to Nigerians, they're more serious with their work ethics. Everything is more fluid. Everything is easier. But when it comes to Ghana, then even actors are not even able to bring out the best in them because, some systems are not working. I don't know, have you ever had the chance to be in the movie space or something?
I've not had a chance to be in the space, but I've come close to some of the players in the space, and some have complained about this. And I think it's one of our topics for today, where the legendary, actor Nikki Osebeku made some pronouncements in that regard. And they themselves, at times, they attest to that when they travel. Prince David Osei, when he went to US. And I think that since they are players in the industry, they need to find measures through they can earn some of these things or get it better. Because at the end of the day, when the industry is, glittering, it goes to benefit all the players in the space. So they need to put measures in place so that we can end this professionalism conversations.
Yeah, we are all hoping for the best for Ghana. Yeah. In years to come, I don't think it's going to be this way. Things are going to move forward as time goes on. And in our weekly trends, we have 2025 Independence Day celebration to be held only at Jubilee House to cut down.
That's the Accra one.
Yeah. So now we are not going to hold the big ceremony. Okay, so I was here on, I think, Thursday. This was our big story for Daybreak Hits. And there were so many interesting comments. People were saying, it's a good idea, and that day should be used for a general cleaning instead of, the whole celebration is going to cost us billions of cedis. Yeah. So, yeah, you can get more of that story on my journal line. But
and to add some details to it, the president says that... that was delivered by Minister of Communication for the Presidency, Honorable Felix Ofosu-Kwakye. He says that as part of measures to scale down the celebration, there will be no commemoration at the Independence Square like we used to see. Yeah. This one will be a very scaled down at the Flagstaff House, that's Jubilee House, where there's going to be a celebration, a mini celebration of a sort. And also there will be no commemoration at the regional level. So this time, all the regions will not converge at one place like they used to do. They said that the scaled down national celebration will, there will be no parade or march past of security agencies and school children during the national celebration. So, this time the student can rest. Among for high source, marching academe.
But what do you guys think? How do you feel about it?
The president, according to the presidency, what they are saying is that in the current state in which we find ourselves, that celebration, grandiose celebration, would not be best for the country. So we are not going to celebrate like we used to do, because the last one we went to the Eastern region. The president had a rotation policy where Independence Day is being rotated across the region. The last one, which was done in the Eastern region, Koforidua to be specific, it cost the country about 15 million. And looking at the time that U.S. aid has been cancelled, the president has tasked the Ministry of Finance to fill the gap of about $156 million. You need to be very circumspect in your celebration. So there's a cut cost measure.
Yeah, I think it's a good initiative, because right now, looking at where the finances of the country is heading, it's a good idea. So my last story for you guys is from Sewami here. She says, choose a kind partner over a rich one. Would I choose a kind partner over a rich one?
Why is she saying that?
Maybe. Well, for her, she feels like you don't need a lot of money to show love. She doesn't believe in women looking for 6 figures, all of that to find love.
If we tell
wait, Sewami here, we're talking about?
Oh, the beautiful, bountiful, boobiful Sewa.
That's Sewami here, me and you.
Please,
she says, if someone has little if someone has little and is still able to give, it shows their heart. When they have a lot, they will definitely give. But it's the willingness to share, even when the little they have is there. That's what truly matters. So, she's asking us to, look for much more generous partners, not the rich partners.
Sisterhood.
And is she doing the same thing?
Oh, maybe.
Yes,
because me, I don't like people that don't do
as they preach.
Because you can't tell me to divorce my husband and then you are married.
We don't want 16, 12 years.
So next year, Val's Day, you guys don't be looking for the one who's gonna give you money and flowers. Just look for someone who is just generous to you. If a person even gives you Kele Wele 5 CDs or Kofi Brookman, it's enough. Like, guys, just a generous man is okay. You
As
don't
for this
need
advice, I won't take.
Yeah. Oh,
I won't take.
That's
Especially
the way
from
to love.
someone I won't take.
Tilly, don't do that.
Look at hairdressing. If I don't get a rich man to take care of me, how will I look like her if you come and take her advice?
Maybe the man gives
dear,
her small.
my dear,
and that's the small. Maybe
Advice where you mean fat. You catch her.
Oh yeah, guys. So that's all for our weekly trends today. Thank you, Edem. Thank you. Thank all of you for having me. And yeah, have a great one.
That's right. So the discussion will continue. Right here on Hit. You are still tuning to Hit 103.9, and this is Showbiz Review Extra. We are coming your way with interesting analysis. We have a full house now. So very shortly we're about to take you through some of the issues which made the trends throughout the week. And keep your tune or dial right here on Hit 103.9 as we take you through what happened throughout the week. But I have here Martinez. Martinez, you are joining us for the first time, or you've been on the
first time
Review Extra before?
And I'm very fortunate, very lucky.
That's right.
To have you in the seat.
Interesting. So yesterday I saw you at the Kwabna program.
Me too, I saw you.
Who was your plus one?
I don't understand. Who was your plus one? We all went to support Kwabna.
As I saw you there.
You were there, me too, I was there. We all showed
some girl, Martinez.
Maybe we were seated in the midst of people.
So they ask you, say, who then you they sit there with? Then you did now come talk what? So talk to one.
Bulldog is also in the building. Bulldog was there. Bulldog, I saw only you.
Oh no, I did there with +5.
Hey.
And I get plenty girlfriends.
Why?
Why saying? You were caught on video who they cheat some girl in ass.
Bulldog, that one, it was
what?
It was a slip of tongue.
It was AI.
It was a slip of video.
That was AI generated.
Ah.
AI generated.
Yeah, let's check. No, you have a strong point.
Are you done explaining yourself?
They come, they listen to you guys. Then you talk about the Independence Day, you say the Accra one and the something.
I said the national one. The national one will happen at the presidency. Unlike the other days that it used to happen at the Independence Square.
Yeah.
Do you want to pass a comment on that?
Oh, no. Then I thought maybe you were saying that there are different celebrations, because I've always known just one. If you say these thieves way, then they leave the seat where they move and go someplace because of they won't chop money.
The rotational. They wanted to do a rotational one, but they didn't cancel it because of the cost involved in the rotational one.
There's people, they almost share Juma. They be thieves, so they move the thing around. Because if they move logistics, so they're stealing, any way to steal Ghana, that's what they do. You understand? Because the thief they Accra, everybody where they do events, Accra be easy. There's armies here, school children, and then you go boom beam live, make everybody watch out. But these people are drink here, but now they make a drink small.
But if
finance minister, I forgo wear a head mask. Like if you cut in head and put your head, because anyway they will go bring them come.
Okay, all right.
But quick one, it'd be a very good idea, pa. I'm very happy, honestly. Yeah, that thing.
The Flagstaff House. Simple.
Charlie, I'm really, really, really happy.
Simple. The place is spacious. We all with the house, we go see them. And if you've not had an opportunity to go to the Flagstaff House before, this is the opportunity for you.
I think it will be restricted.
It will be what restricted?
To the audience, that's what I'm saying.
Now and there, but we all know if you go there. But the ones where you go, at least it's an opportunity to go and see where the seat of government, you understand? Because it's a public place.
Because I don't understand why we should parade and allow kids to march, all of that. I don't see the essence of it.
Oh, that
and so
to
where we've reached now, I am very happy because I expect, let's say, anytime we are celebrating our Independence Day, we should be able to project some great achievements. When I talk about great achievement, I mean someone like Apostle Kojo Safo. What he's doing, we should be able to project his work that maybe for the past 20 years, we've been able to establish a mobile phone company and we've been able to, produce X number of phones. this is where we've reached as a country. We've been able to produce cars. We've been able to produce this. I expect highlight on some of these things rather than just school kids marching.
I used to have, the same thoughts about the man you just spoke about, the Apostle Kuju
Safo, Kantaka.
What defeated my thoughts at the time or before now is that I know they drive your own car.
That matter.
Who for driver?
You see him so. You meet him for town.
You meet him for town.
And they busy you.
I know in Peking. You know they drive in father in car.
Interesting. So
that matter there, but again,
it's the fact.
Very nice cars. So I wonder why
they don't drive their own cars. I was advocating for Parliament to get his cars for all the parliamentarians. It starts from there,
which is a very good idea.
You understand? But they know they drive their own car. They go do plane. They no go fly them themselves. Like, who for risk that? Who for do them? They go use fridge. They no go use them now. No go use for house. Look at this outfit you are wearing. Beautiful. It's Ghanaian made, right?
Ghanaian
Good.
Made. Avalon clothing.
Thank you. I'm sure Avalon himself will be wearing his stuff. So if I go produce car and I go drive, who for can buy the car and risking life?
Maybe they've started driving now.
For me, like I make ready. If like they for bring the cars, I go drive them for them.
Okay.
At least make this is somebody they drive. Because always it be like picture or AI. Those be the things you see.
I've seen some new pickups in town. Very, very nice.
I think
that one. But you don't see the electric car.
They noted some to the police. So we'll come to the discussion. Okay. We'll come to the discussion now. But before we get into the discussion, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be back to come and continue with the discussion. Showbiz Review Extra is what you are hooked onto. Don't flip your die. We'll be right back to talk more.
Step up with DSTV and we'll show up by giving you more incredible entertainment.
We're going to have a little fun.
Upgrade your subscription between the 13th of January and the 31st of March and get an even higher package for a whole month on us.
You gotta know what you want.
If you're on Access, step up to Family and we'll up your shows to Compact. If you're on Family, step up to Compact and we'll up your shows to Compact Plus. And if you're on Compact, step up to Compact Plus and we'll up your shows to Premium. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Tuna and some eggs.
So why a jollof muzu?
It's your chance to become the ultimate Big Chef Junior champion. Are you between the ages of 7 and 12? Do you have the talent, creativity, and confidence to take on high-stakes cooking challenges? Then send us a 2-minute video of you cooking your favorite meal. Serve while you tell us about yourself and send to our WhatsApp number 055-157-5757. This is your chance to cook like a pro, impress the world, and battle it out for the Big Chef Junior title. Deadline for submission is February 14, 2025. Big Chef, good meals by kids.
Anna smoothie.
Ediai.
Papa.
Papana.
Papana. Yes.
Oh, Papana, Mama said,
This is it. Hits FM.
To know what you did.
We are back. Showbiz Review Xtra. And the music of the background is coming from the man Kojo Black, featuring Calvin Boy. He calls it excellent. That's right, it's excellent show. Right here on Hit 103.9. And I'm sitting in for the man DJ Slim. My name is Edem Tsotorme. I'm your captain, flying you from now to 12 noon. One time. And a big shout out to the legend Tick, formerly TikTok. Tomorrow is going to be a special day for him. He's going to perform for the wife tomorrow at a special event to celebrate the wife on her birthday, Sewate. And he's going to be doing that with the likes of Tony Tetrila. Tony Tetrila is going to be in town tomorrow with DJ Humility, and they're going to recreate Fenefe strictly by invite, and those who have been invited know themselves. So tomorrow is popping TikTok. Now Tick celebrating the wife Sewate on the birthday in style at an exclusive party. So very soon we'll be zooming straight into the discussions with my able team. Tilly Kianipa is right here with us. You've already heard her speak. Martinez, I don't know whether it's coming from Spain or Mexico. He's joining us for the first time on Showbiz Review Xtra. And the man with two names, Boo God and Bulldog. We don't know which is which, but we go to come so. Boo God, Bulldog.
What's your name?
Boo.
What is your name?
Are you Boo?
I'm Edem.
Edem what?
Mensa Tsotorme.
You cry,
You get three names. Even the day they born you no come. Which day they born you?
It be Monday, innocent boys are born on Monday.
Hey, sorry.
So maybe Kojo?
No, you don't go be Kwajo. Maybe Ewe, right?
Kojo. I'm Kojo. My mom is a fancy. My father is nowhere. I'm Kojo be fancy.
But so the Ewe, how is it?
Oh, it's Kojo.
Kwajo.
It be you they talk.
Why you don't
it be so.
What do they hide them?
Oh, I don't know what he's saying.
No, that's how did he mention.
Oh, Kojo V.
Okay, make me add a V.
They're from Russia.
Interesting. So we are zooming straight into our discussion segment, and the first story I want us to tackle this quickly. Okomfo Kwade has been missing for the past 5 days. Mother speaks. Mother of musician Okomfo Kwade has raised concerns about the whereabouts of her son. According to her, she has not set sights on him for the past 5 days. Mother who spoke to United Showbiz, the mother who spoke to the United Showbiz said she has there was a mix-up here. The mother who spoke to the United Showbiz said she has informed the police about the issue, but she is here to get feedback. I don't know where my son is. I've not seen him for the past 5 days. So I've informed the police about it, but I've not received any feedback from them, she said. I don't live with Kwade. We are in Kumasi, but he lives in his house, and I live in mine too. I decided to go and see him in his house, but when I went there, he was nowhere to be found, she told Empress Gives You on the show. Earlier this week, there were videos of Okomfo Kwade, that was last week, which went viral on social media, looking some sick, some saying he looked very sick, and performing to some, friends, we can say, at a ghetto. He was having a time of his life. People said, when it comes to him personally, he's enjoying himself. But those who are watching from afar, the observers, like we always say, are worried. Bulldog, what do you make of the whole Okomfo Kwade thing? Because I've also heard the Ohimba Woyeje and Hamanti issue where the mother is now saying that if you want to help the son and if you want to have anything to do with the son, reach out to Ohimba Woyeje And now, I mean, when Hamanti saw that, Ohima said he sent her a message where it says that, so now the mother has asked you to take over. I wash my hands. It's over for me. It's like Hama is not happy with what is happening. And the whole back and forth. Where are we going to come to an end of this, Bulldog?
I don't know. What you're just saying, guys, I've not really pay attention. Why would Hama send a message like that to
after the woman granted interview on United Showbiz, I think Hama saw it and he wasn't happy because he feels they are taking his artists from him. And Ohima is saying that the mother didn't say she should manage him. He's just talking about help. So he reached out to Hama, what should he do? And Hama sent her a message that he doesn't want that to go and solicit for fund for Kwade. He doesn't want that. But now if the mom is saying that she should handle it, she leaves it.
So the question here is, so Hama has signed on Okonfo Kwade. Do they have a contract to that effect?
I think Hama needs to answer that. But what we all know is that he is the one who has been managing him for some time. When Okonfo came back after the COVID, where he organized a birthday party for him in Kumasi, we saw him bringing down Samini, sending Samini and a couple of people to Kumasi to celebrate that day for Okonfo Kwade. And over the period, he's the one we all know is managing him. But whether there is a contract or not, I cannot speak to that. But in the public domain, that is the information.
Okay, so if Hama has a contract with Okonfo Kwade, then maybe he might be in his right, well within his rights to say that, he's a little bit disappointed and all that stuff. But if there's no contract and he was doing what he was doing out of just, I want to help a brother, I'm trying to make sure a brother is fine, I don't see the reason why he should now text somebody. And even with that, it doesn't stop anything. Again, that's why Ohima will just says that, hey, it's not like I'm coming to take over your job. Your mom trusts me.
Yeah.
She feels that the son is safe with me, or
and from the look of things, the look, it looks like there is a back and forth between Hama and the mom of Okonfo, because according to Ohima, the mom doesn't want Okonfo to sing. But anytime Hama takes hold of him and brings him back, I mean in quotes, to some extent, Hama wants Okonfo to sing. And the mom doesn't want him to sing because he feels that going into that element always aggravates his situation. So he should stop. And it's like Hama too doesn't want to agree. And that is where the friction between he and the mom, and it is looking like it's the reason she now wants to, go to divert things to Ohima, believing that she will understand her situation, being a woman.
And I think she's right. I mean, if I'm a mom and I'm looking at helping my son who's in quote helpless, if that's what they want to see, helpless, and I'm trying to get him on the right path. And I believe that anytime he goes into a profession he claims he wants to do, messes him up. I'm trying to protect the son. Who doesn't want to do that? I'm sure you have kids and you want them to umundi. You understand what I'm saying? So if you feel that they're on a path that might not necessarily augur well for them, you want to go out there and protect them. So I don't think Hama as an individual should not understand this. You understand? I understand his investment from a business perspective, but again, unless he's saying that, okay, this is a business venture, you understand? And if let's just say I'm an artist manager as well, right? So let's say I'm working with Martinez, right? Maybe at the beginning of our business, Martinez will not introduce their mom. I mean, as we all say there, right? We've not come to introduce our moms and dads to the company we are applying our profession to, right? So tomorrow, if I go berserk, right?
Yeah.
And the company says, oh, no, we won't make you still come on your Saturdays. And my parents say, no, it's not good for him.
Yeah. The family have hold of him.
Where is the problem? Now, even if, I have a contract with this company, the company should understand where I'm a family person before
everything.
A staff or anything. You understand? So I hope, Hama is not speaking. It doesn't help the situation.
Yeah, I think the other time, a friend of mine who's also a presenter wanted to, get him on the show. He sent him a message that he doesn't want to speak about that. I think
me on the day I was there when I messaged him. I wanted them to call him. He says he didn't want to speak. You understand? But it is not helping, and it's not even helping his own image. Yeah. I think during the week I missed his call. He's a good friend of mine. I'll try and call him and get some clarity. Because it's about time he allows everything to go. Yeah. You understand? If you say you've made whatever investment, the person is not in the right frame of mind for you to recoup your investment. And you'll be seen as taking advantage of a helpless person. Yeah. You understand? And it doesn't augur well for your image and brand. Exactly. Hama is a big man. Yeah. He's done a lot, contributed.
Hamanti. Kumasi is a presenter in Kumasi.
And she's a baby.
No, I know him, but because we are not added the interior, and there's another Hama here, so somebody listening might think, say,
Hamanti, we are talking about Hamanti of Pure FM in Kumasi.
So that was good. So it will not look good for Hama, right? That, okay, you are bent on using somebody to try and, it doesn't make sense. So I think it's about if he doesn't want to even speak, I think a presser will do, or a press letter, whatever, will do. And
say, to clear the air.
Yes, I've been trying to help my brother for a minute. Maybe we entered into some sort of an agreement. I realized that it's not working, he's not in the right frame of mind to do that, all that stuff. And then you let the matter die. Because for you to be seen as trying to exploit someone who's not in the right senses or in their right senses, it's not the best of things. And I believe Ohima is just trying to help. Yes, he's just trying to help and following what the mom wants best for her son, It'd be sad. But I talked the last time. God knows if he save him. 1, 2. I don't see him as you people to see him. He crazy. No. I feel saying he feel to do whatever I want to do.
He's enjoying himself.
Exactly. We all have our own dark moments, right? Or we're in our dark place. Whoa. You understand? Maybe he's in a place where he feels
he's fine.
Yes, and so far he's not going to bring trouble to anybody.
But I think it is why the mom has left the house. I think they said he nearly attacked the mom. And it was why the mom relocated.
Do you have facts?
I've listened to the mom say that.
Okay.
Yeah, that is why they used to live at the same place. But just like some few days, Kwade wanted to attack her, and the church relocated her from the house. It is why that they are no more together. So she wanted to go and check on, a mother wanted to still go and check on the son, and she went, and the son wasn't there. It was why that she reported to the police that, the son.
I think we all have family issues, right? And maybe the mom. I don't know wherever you got your information. I don't know whether the mom went into why the son wanted to attack her.
No.
She didn't go. See, tell the full story so we know.
Exactly.
Tell the full story because your son is not a baby, right? He's not a kid. He's an adult, So I'm sure maybe you're doing stuff that they don't. I'm not here to justify what's attacking parents, but once you become an elderly person, you and your mom and dad, you are almost about the same, whatever.
Exactly.
So what went wrong? What happened? What transpired? For that
incident to happen, for her to leave the house.
You understand? So that you be say we already see quite some ways. So maybe because of in condition or no, nobody. I keep saying, look, the body of the human being is the whole institution. Is built perfectly. No make sense. Somebody no go free just the way he craze. I've seen mental health people or challenges, and I've not seen them. You know, if you be so cut yourself. No, cut your penis and fry it as sausage and chew it. You understand? But they don't do that.
Yeah.
Gouge out your eyes and fry it and eat. They don't do that. You understand? They live like the way they for. Maybe they don't go brush teeth, they don't go to bath. You know, it be how they feel. You know.
Yeah.
So make you know see what they like he craze or he in some world we want to enjoy. Make they don't worry am.
Okay.
When he now won't come back to you or your regular world. He go come.
Okay.
You go wear your aloe vera. Sorry.
Avalon clothing.
Avalon. Then you go come we am or go chill for. As you, like, you see the thing we were caught on camera to do like that. It be mental issue, but you see because if you hear them, because if you hear them, we are taking it cool.
So Bulldog is saying that we should allow Comfort Kwade. At the right time, he will come back and join us. I want to tell you to join our feed on Facebook. Hit 103.9. We are live on Facebook. So please join us. Drop a comment. We will read it at the right time too. We will activate the phone lines for you to call. So go to our page on Facebook. Hit 103.9. Drop your comment. We will read it. Tell us where you're listening to us live from. And we're going to acknowledge you. Martinez, what do you make of this?
It's very sad. Anytime such a video pops up. I mean, Kwade is an institution and looking at his contribution, his impacts, and you wake up, see videos like this trending. Very, very sad. And so, as an industry, we always like to talk about it because he is one of us. We wouldn't like to see great musicians end up this way. And look, anytime I see such video, I feel like there's no hope. I don't know why, but that's how I feel. It's like
Bulldog is saying he's enjoying it.
It's like much we do about nothing. Because that is why he's saying that. Because it looks he's enjoying the level he is now, and we are crying more than the bereaved. Especially even looking at the family.
This
is more of a family issue, where it becomes very challenging and intriguing. Is the fact that the mom says anytime she comes to the music scene, it leads him into the situation again. He's not doing music now. He's not doing active music, but he's still doing it. He's still in the act. So that is where I find it very difficult to understand. It baffles me because he's not in studio recording. He's not in the space or he's not on any stage performing actively. But he's still in the act.
Exactly.
So where his mom say anytime he is brought into the music space or anytime he is brought back to it, it triggers him to go into the act. Now that he's not brought back into it.
So I think the last time he came back, and after coming back, we all saw him. He's now gone back to
before
where he used to be.
Before then, had he saw fully.
It's like he's come back. For me, I can count like 3 times. He's come back and gone back.
Yes, I understand. But, if...
So maybe they feel that when he comes, some things do not go on well. And it is as a result of that which triggers the situation.
You see, it would be very difficult because Kwade is someone, like I said, an institution.
Yeah.
His music, it is something that he's passionate about. And so, if he gets well, obviously he would like to go back to his profession. So that we can't take away from him, or we can't fight that. Let's say if someone is a doctor, and a person...
So it's a first love thing?
Exactly. If the person encounters certain challenges or difficult, once he or she is fine, he or she would like to go back to his work. And so it doesn't mean we shouldn't, do our best to save our brother. Because if we cure him, he will go back to music and all of that. For me, that is below the belt for me. But my major concern is that as an industry, what are we doing about it for future cases? Because this is not the first time.
Yeah.
Video of Agbeko has also surfaced online where he's also in similar situation. Agbeko, very fine artist. And there are countless, number of artists that has ended up this way. So what are we doing about it? Because whether we like it or not, the state in which Kwade is a family issue now.
Yeah.
Yes. We can't do much about it. We can only add our voice and, raise concerns and all of that. But there's more of a family. I want the ministry to embark on a certain initiative or campaign to bring back education on some of these things, drugs and all of that, because it's something that will educate the future generation or the young ones coming. And even musica.
Yes.
At least these are some of the
and Ohimawe just said that one of the first things she did was to contact Musica, and they were putting together, a plan to see how best they can come in to help. It's
good.
Bulldog, you disagree with that point?
All the things you would talk.
He's saying that.
Nonsense.
What is
I'm saying for future?
He's saying that
at least we have to look at this situation.
You don't have to dismiss the point. He's trying to say that.
We need to protect the future.
As a welfare body.
Let him explain his
point.
Here.
I've already explained. Let's assume Kwade is gone. We need to protect the future.
Yeah,
the young ones coming. There should be that campaign, that education. Yes, whether there's education or not, you still have some who will be adamant, some who will be stubborn, or some who will still love to do it. It's fine, but there should be that education to help curtail some of these things.
Please, who has the biggest song in the country now?
Biggest song?
Kojo Black.
Is this a reason? I just didn't want to mention him.
Why?
Because Bulldog, what are you making with that point?
You don't even know. Maybe you know something I don't know. But my point is, if Kojo Black has a big song today, he's doing very well, right? Was there an education for him to get here?
Maybe he learned from behind.
Good. On his own.
Yeah, on his own.
And he did the work and got here. And if he starts smoking and want to go back and craze, before given which education?
Especially, like I said, the young ones coming up. Definitely they need to be educated.
Listen.
There should be that initiative. What is Musica doing?
Why should Musica do anything?
This is one of this is one of yours going.
First and foremost,
people have their private life.
I understand.
Musica can
understand, but Musica also has a role to protect the
artists. At best, what they can do is have maybe a master class.
Their mandate is there.
At best,
but welfare of the artists.
So do you know what welfare is?
But this also fall in place.
Do you know what welfare is? So Hits FM, as an entity, say, okay, we are the panel that comes to sit here, let's say, every week. Then myself, Tilly, yourself, and Edem, and whoever comes to sit on the show, they say, till welfare. So, okay, maybe this week I can boo no the old money. Next week, go on Shai Tarepa. It has nothing to do with, Hits FM.
Yeah.
That is Musica. Musica has nothing to do with anybody.
No,
let me land. Then you can suggest.
They do something like that.
They do what?
It is prudent.
But they've supported
like
Okomfo Kwade in the past. Kwame Dazi is strong that.
Okomfo Kwade, they paying dues. My point is, they paying dues.
And even Kwame Dazi is asking, is he even a member?
About some initiative or campaign to educate. That's the point I'm saying, especially for the up and coming musicians.
So you want education by
Musica
on drug abuse?
That is what I'm saying.
We don't have time. We go educate you on your profession. Listen,
but
I started
this
the show
also
the last
includes
time,
the profession as well.
Diana Hamilton was, and I'm listening. Tramadol. This, I'm like, there's nothing that is bad. Do you know that if you overdrink water, you hurt yourself? Do you know that? Good, but water we say is life. So everything in moderation. So if you do things and you abuse things, you have your own problem. So unless you are telling us to do a seminar or a program on abuse substances or abusing stuff, it depends on you. Self-control. Where you like the smoke weed like that.
I understand.
I don't mean you smoke weed. I'm saying if you like smoking weed, you should know that, bro, we all they eat. You know
so
that.
the thing is, if you decide to get addicted to,
It be your own matter.
I understand.
Can't worry
I
about
understand.
yourself about you.
But I'm saying
Why
that.
they be small boys?
So Martinez, kindly.
Yes, my.
Don't come and put that responsibility on music.
Would you allow him
We
to
go
land?
put them.
Allow him to land.
We go put that responsibility.
Land before he go come in again. I beg. Land him.
Me, my point is, there should be some kind of initiative or campaign
to support.
Yes, and educate the up and coming musicians. Some might not know this.
Okay.
You know, sometimes when you get educated or when you get enlightened about certain things, it helps the kind of decision you make.
People like you, where you make the do drugs of you.
Point word made. So
are we going to look at them?
Yes.
To be going wayward at the end of their career?
Okay, that's a big question you've asked. So Martinez is saying that stakeholders in the space
like that, then what's your rule? I mean, are you saying
this money? We tell you what
to do. Martinez, so you're saying that stakeholders like music need to put in place measures to, caution or get the artist to be on the right track, not to do drag. That's the point you're trying to make.
Exactly, that could
help. Let me move on to Tilly. Tilly, do you share in that opinion?
I'll come to make my own submission on the matter. I don't know how to debunk or...
All right, so share your opinion on the matter.
If my opinion debunks his, fine. But if it
share your opinion.
It's his opinion, so... Okay, so about the Kwade issue, the mother, the ham and tea part and all, and what the mother is saying that my son doing music comes with a certain lifestyle. I think we should try and understand the mother, because before we got to know Kwade as an artist, he was the woman's child. Yeah. He knows where or when a certain lifestyle began.
Yeah.
And I don't want us to sit here and act like the music that the artists do or being in the limelight doesn't come with certain vices.
Yeah.
We have seen artists when they are coming for just interview, by the mere fact that they know they are coming to talk to people, at this one no be ILM. Why ILM? Because of just the idea that they are coming to face people and talk and have that kind of, not everybody has the ability to, the way we are sitting here.
I've experienced encountered
it before. People cannot do that.
But the artist, a quick one, supporting your point. When the artist got in, as soon as we were about to roll the camera, it was a live TV, he said we should wait for him. He has done it from the house, but when he met the camera,
I know, and
he feel like he needs to top up.
Tell the artist?
Hey, that's his life.
So now so that's what I'm saying.
3 years I answer.
So.
Let's allow Tilly.
Let me finish.
Let's allow Tilly.
So the mother knows that maybe Mebano, he's naturally a shy person, but he's also creative. But maybe being in the limelight is when he feels like he has to do certain things to maintain a certain composure, to be able to do the art, that niceties that comes with the job. And that thing, it's not easy for a lot of people, though. And to me, I don't want us to make it look like the mother has no right to say, because even we as Ghanaians, we keep saying he's a legend, he said this, he said that. We are not looking at him as somebody's son. We are looking at him as a product that we like. We are seeing him as somebody that gives us music. He's an institution. But he's somebody's son whom Otihosebi Obakwasia Eyobibao. The fact that we want him as an institution, as a musician, no, doesn't mean that the mother doesn't see him as a son who is going wayward. You get it? So I really want us to be compassionate, or we have to sympathize with the mother who knows the child, gave birth to the child, and has seen, say, whenever this boy comes back into the limelight, it comes with certain attributes that doesn't help the guy. He is creative, we understand. But you don't say that, because he's off music and he's still doing it. How do you know that it's not after he joined, he came into the music space that all these things started? We don't have that history. Yeah. So if the mother is saying that I don't want my child in this space, there's a good reason for her to say that, because she knows, say, but if at this point a mother is saying, say, even when I know this is what brings him the money, then it means there is something that she has seen as a mother. And don't let us think we know Kwade better than the family. We don't know, because if not for the fact that a video came out, how did you even know how he was living, how he was eating? We all didn't know that. But we are here consuming him as a product, and we think we have the power than the mother. But I also understand, especially Hama in team. because Hamaiti knows Kwade, as I said, as a product, and he knows that the only reason why we are all giving a hoot about Kwade is because he's a musician. Because there are so many junkies on the road, why are we not concerned? Do you get it? So he feels like if we are going to continually support him or we are going to be there for him, he has to give us something, which is the music that he does, or the music that he did in the past, which is why Kwade is somebody we are talking about. So one person is looking at him as a product. In fact, all of us are seeing him as a product, and it's just the family and the mother that is seeing him as a son and somebody that when the lights and the cameras are off is in the house probably going through some problem. And so we have to be very compassionate on that level.
And that's the most important part.
Exactly, because the truth of the matter is the person is a person before he's an artist. So if the person is unwell, all the things we want from him, it will not happen.
Yes.
It will not happen. Now, the part where you are saying music guy and all those things have to come in, I was laughing because it's laughable. The truth of the matter is, I think there are things that music can do, as you are saying, but somebody that is smoking in the studio, music has no business with that person. And most of the boys that are smoking, before they come into the music, they are smokers before they come into the music, but nothing music can do will change that. But I think there are certain things that music can look at, like the kind of things that musicians are even preaching in their song. Now, the association or the group music that they are a welfare team. Now, if they think that the conversation of smoking is becoming too much in artist song, that is where they can check. They can put in measures to say, okay, let's check the kind of songs. Even award schemes were doing it in the past, I hear, where certain songs, when you mention certain things, it will not cut it. So it's limited the way artists were saying certain things and were projecting certain things. If you are coming from that point, fine. But to say, boy, now, no. Washer underground, listen to this guy, Kosia Mewuga. The kind of things he says. Before this, you can see that before this guy came into the space, what power, or because on the scale of smoking, probably on what they can see an A-list artist, or what will musical say to this guy if you listen to his song, and if his song reflects who he is? Nothing. Now, the part about musical, I think they can now probably advocates for rehab centers, because I was listening to Councillor Luther. He was saying that there actually isn't any proper rehab center for drug addicts.
They shouldn't educate, but they should rather focus on rehab
centers. You can educate, but what
is the point you're making?
I'm saying
I'm talking about future.
If
you don't understand the point I'm saying,
your point is moot. I'm saying that you can't tell somebody not to smoke. They will smoke. I'm just saying that. See.
But he's saying that
suggested that there should be an initiative.
No, you were not suggesting. You were putting the mandate. That's what you said.
Did I say mandate?
But is there anything wrong for him to suggest?
We are talking like that. You say we for not.
I mean, what is welfare?
Hold on. It's not their mandate.
Cool down. Martinez, cool down.
Yes, but my point is,
so that's a welfare body.
Hold on. That is not their job.
That's not their job, but it's a welfare body.
So what's the point? I'm talking about future. We should at least look at what is happening now and try to do something. It's just a concern I raise.
And I'm saying,
and you are saying it's laughable. It's what? I mean, if you don't understand the point, don't make such comments. That is laughable. What is laughable about this? I only suggested.
Yes, that's
make your point. Don't say it's laughable. I can't make a comment that your statement is laughable or not. What do you mean?
If your suggestion is laughable, it is laughable. I'm saying that.
What is laughable about it? If I make a suggestion that we should look at the future, the young musicians coming up, and see how they can come up with an initiative to help them educate you.
You are saying you disagree.
What is laughable about this?
But I mean,
if you disagree, don't use the word laughable. What is laughable about this?
I think he's taking offense of that.
I don't care.
What he's saying,
I'm saying is, Edem, I'm here. Let me explain myself. I'm saying
I mean, let's accord each other.
If you are suggesting that to musica, I understand. Yeah. But you don't position your statement to make it seem like it is their mandate. It is not their job. That's why I'm saying that part is.
He's suggesting to make.
That's why I'm saying
that. Is it not a welfare body?
What is all this?
Oh, Edem.
It's a question I'm asking. Is it not a welfare body?
Let's continue the show, because you don't want me to talk.
I'm asking a question. Can't I ask?
So I'm answering and you're still asking questions. So let's continue.
Is it not a welfare body?
Let's continue.
Ask a question.
I don't have anything.
I asked a question.
No, I don't have anything to say. Let's continue.
Make your point.
You don't want to listen, so let's continue.
I'm just asking a question. Why should you? I mean, when people are coming, we break in. Bulldog, I ask him questions.
But you're not letting me talk. I said something. I am right here, and you are still. So let's continue. If you don't want to listen, let's continue.
I'm listening.
No, let's just continue. What I've said it. I'm not going to change. I said his point is laughable because it's laughable, and I understood it, and I'm saying it's laughable. So let's move on.
That's what you think. Okay. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you're still logged on to Showbiz Review Xtra right here on Hits FM. Tilly just finished making her point, and she believes that Musica doesn't have that mandate as Martinez is saying. Martinez says he's suggesting that there should be in place some mechanisms to ensure that artists, pay attention to certain things which can derail their talent. But Tilly disagrees. Likewise, Bulldog. But that is his point. We are moving to the next story on our radar, and this story is coming from a man, Kwabena Kwabena. Kwabena Kwabena says that you are destroying someone's life. Kwabena Kwabena warns against fake news. Ghanaian high-life musician Kwabena Kwabena has raised concerns about the growing speed of false information and fake news targeting celebrities in the media. During an interview with Giovanni Caleb on TV3, the renowned high-life musician, while discussing some of the biggest challenges in the industry, pointed out to the harmful effects of such misinformation on the reputation and livelihood of public figures. People say things they have no idea of just for trends. It's not good. Sometimes when you put something out there about somebody, ask yourself, if this person was a family member, how would I handle it? He stated. He further explained that celebrities, like everyone, have families, loved ones, and reputation, and would be affected by such false narrative. We as celebrities have families and loved ones. So sometimes when you spew falsehood out there, it's really not good, because it's in this job we use our reputation. If brands wants to associate itself with you, they dig into your reputation, and whatever is put out on the internet about you is what they take. Kwabena also urged the media and the public to be more responsible, adding that their quest for clicks and trends often comes at the expense of someone's life. And this point, being a journalist, I'm really concerned about such reportage, because that is not what our ethics tell us. Our ethics tell us to be very responsible when we are reporting about people, because it's about reputation. If you look at the GJA Code of Ethics like this, it talks about report truth all the time. Report truth all the time. And that is very crucial. If you look at principles of journalism, it talks about truth and accuracy. Journalists cannot always guarantee truth, but getting the facts right is cardinal principle of journalism. And that is one thing we need to uphold, because we need to be very fair in our reportage. Fairness is very, very key. And there is something we call accountability in journalism. If you report about something and you get it wrong, you need to be responsible to say, you are sorry, you got it wrong. There's one thing at times journalists do not, accept to do, being accountable, accounting for our mistakes. Because whatever we do goes to affect, the lives of others. So the issue of fake news is something that we need to be concerned about. Else, it will, in a way, make people look at journalists in a way. Let me start with Tilly on this. Tilly, Kwabena is talking about fake news, that these fake news by people are harming their reputation.
Okay. So, because it's Kwabena, and I know some stories that have come around him, obviously were not true, but what I know of him and what I've seen were not true, so I get that. But in most cases, whenever creatives are talking about news like this, they usually are referring to negative news, but not all negative news are also fake. some of them are very true. It's just
negative,
and it's actually something you did and we just reported.
Yeah, but this one you're saying fake news.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, that because it's Kwabena, I know certain stories that came around him that were seriously not true. So that I agree that it's fake news. So obviously it's important. I keep saying that there are certain rooms that we know the artist, or you that you wrote that article about that artist might not be there to defend your article. The manager of the artist might not be there to defend the artist. It's just the article they are reading. That's whoever is in that room is looking to make their decision about the future of the artist or a certain partnership they want to do with the artist. So we just have to be careful what we say about the artist. Because if Global Citizen is coming to Ghana and they want to, or whichever team wants to do some form of partnership with talents and they are not even in Ghana, they Google. Nansenya Sack, after he dropped Try Me, went to Angela Yee also, and then she raised conversations at him that were articles that were all like after he had dropped the song and all. So it means that even during interviews they do their race. I think Stoneboy or somebody like that went for an interview and he too, there were conversations like that. So the artists know that when they go on international platforms, the interviewers, the producers of those shows, they go online, read about the artists, which is done everywhere. Me, if I have to interview you, I have to go online. What people are saying about you, certain conversations. And if I am supposed to work with you in any capacity for a program, for booking, I go look at your reputation, look at who you are, what people have said about you. Does the brand image you have online fit even into what we want to do and how it will benefit us? So if we are not careful what we are saying about the talent, especially when it is not true, then we are being very, very problematic to the talent. And to me, it's about time that some of the talent, they take people on when they know that this thing that you are saying, it is not true. That is why there's Monamini Abrewa also no. Because, during the discussion of the deputy minister thing, because words are powerful. Something you think it was said that way doesn't mean it was said that way. The fact that you think it was doesn't mean it wasn't. And the next time this thing, and this was on Ghana Web. So if you go somewhere and they say, oh, he said this because of this, that is not what he said. That. So it is all to us to also straighten the conversation and put it as it is. But the truth of the matter is most of these negative news, some of them are true. And that is not onto read the journalist or the media or anything. You said somebody Onyai. We reported that you said somebody Onyai. Now you go for an interview where somebody is saying you like insulted you and say, oh, the media, you said it. Do you get it? But I'm saying that when it comes to the fake conversation, that is very true and we have to be very, very careful. And to me, I feel like some stars must start taking some people on so that it will serve as a deterrent. But you don't be pissed when you do something negative and I tell the world that you've done something negative. You can't have that conversation with me.
Okay, all right. Talking on the back that they need to take action. In such issue, there is a libel, there is a slander, and people can take defamation action. And for defamation, to rife or to have a prima facie for defamation, the statement must be made. There should be a statement. And that statement should either be true or false. So when there is an element of falsehood that the claims about you is not true, you have an upper hand. So, supporting the fact that people should take action. And when that false statement is publication doesn't...
They are doing panditry and hosting.
You
are moving in the
just
line.
setting the tone. When it comes to the publication, it's not just publishing it online in a newspaper. Publication here in defamation means that a third party hearing it. So, if I tell you, the person, I tell you, that's not a third party or publication. But if I tell another person, that is a publication. And with that, an action can arise from this. And also, that aside, we also need to understand that if some identification, there are some defamatory statements where people do not mention names. But if some logical conclusion can be drawn to identify that it is Bulldog I'm referring to, he can clearly take an action. And also,
but you are saying Ekutia.
Yes, I'm saying Ekutia. Yeah. Identification. If you can identify some traits in the statement made. you can easily, sue. Like if you say that maybe the person has been, was a minister from 2021 to 2022, minister of this.
Oh, but that one is not a you have given
No,
specification.
that's why there are some elements which can, because some people think that they can leave some names out and make the point, even though it's defamatory. But you can be identified. And also that harm, if the person checks and feels that you have caused a certain harm to him, where his reputation is ruined, businesses can be affected, you can be taken on. So the media, bloggers, whoever is doing content, we need to be very mindful of that, because if you injure somebody's reputation, I'm not sure they will take it kindly with you. So let's be very cautious about spreading false news. Budok, have you ever, experienced this false news going around? And how did you feel?
What did you come to do at the Cantonment Police Station? I think you came there because of the truth. When I was arrested and I was inside there, what did you think you came there for? I'm the biggest victim amongst everybody. Now, let me go back to your point. When you started speaking, you spoke about ethics and how journalism is done and all that. You see, you forget something. Where you sit today, and I mean this present moment, you're supposed to be hosting the show, but you are running commentary.
Like editorial.
Full panditry.
Allow yourself to be, spoken to. Don't defend everything. Take it in, Take it in.
I'm taking it in.
Now, the question is, you've been to journalism school, I suppose, and I know because you've worked with reputable. How many of your colleagues have done that?
False news.
No, I say how many of your colleagues, you're talking about false news being put out, and you're talking about journalists and bloggers. I say, how many of those have gone to journalism school? How many? Many of them haven't gone there, so they will not know the things you're talking about. Ethics. They won't know that. You went reading what they don't know that. You spoke about GJ. They don't know that. Yes. Now the question is, GJ has a responsibility, and that's where I support your man. Yes, has a responsibility. Yeah. Now to be running, what you call it,
short courses,
workshops. Because look, what is blogging or vlogging?
Yeah.
Right. Especially vlogging. We are in the vlogging era. Anybody picks up a phone, and they put it in their face, and they have followership. Go on TikTok. I mean, it's sad. Now, who is checking this? You understand? Who's checking it? Are there state institutions that are supposed to check some of these things and penalize people for going overboard? Now, these people that are doing this have not been through training. Somebody's lived their life on falsehood the whole time. So when they come out there publicly, that's what they will trade. So they make whatever they want to make. So if you sit here and say, oh, they should, the ethics and the ethics code, what is that? They don't know it. They don't have the experience. They've not been to school. They've not had training and all that. Now, the question again I want to ask you, if someone is hosting a show, so Slim hosts this show, or you are hosting a show now, or Martinez is given an opportunity to host a show, should the person be a journalist? No. You understand?
Yeah.
That person can be a broadcaster. Is it part of journalism?
Yes.
Do they? So I'm asking questions.
Yeah,
Do they have to? Good. Do they have to go through training when you go to broadcasting school? Do they teach you broadcast journal? What is it? You understand all these things. But if we feel that okay, a bull god, is loud, so we want to let him host some show, and I don't have what
the
it
requisite
requires.
training.
Good, and I come and sit on before the mic, then you should expect disaster. Now, I keep saying this, and I'll say it maybe tomorrow or 10 years from now, people will remember me for it. I said, the internet is our biggest ally or our biggest foe. Our biggest friend or our biggest enemy. Because today the internet has given everybody the power to be a journalist. This is your media. Before, you needed an OBE van to transmit the beautiful show that Kwabena did yesterday.
Yeah.
Today you just need your bloody phone. And you're beaming it across the world. You understand? So everybody has power in their palm to do whatever they want to do. So a lot of things have been bypassed. So if you have a fool has a phone in his hands, you should expect foolishness. So the systems that are supposed to guard our space in some of these things is what we need to advocate for them to do their jobs. Because it is too late in the day to go and tell somebody that, oh, they can do this or they can't do that. You understand? Somebody is listening to us, or somebody's been watching somebody for their whole life and they want to be them. But they've forgotten that, oh, a certain KKD has gone through some sort of a training and they've gotten to where they are. You understand? Slim grew up listening to a KKD or whoever. Then they, oh, I want to be like that. They have an opportunity. Maybe they start picking up stuff at the radio station. Or but today the person who come, no, you come sit the team back. No, boom. Today Slim is huge. I'm not saying that's the story. I'm giving an example. Then now Slim start to mess up. You get my point. So we are in dangerous times, like you just said. And I know you are lying, but you can pass that on. That's the local way you treat the girl. No? Today you can arguably sit down and say no, it be AI. Then we will come and waste all of us time and go and check, and we know it's not AI. When you see AI generated stuff, you will see it. But unfortunately, not everybody sees it. I just saw one with just a picture, and those are the things we should be using. Akufo-Addo and Mahama one. Those are the things we should be putting out there so people know what deep fakes and all that stuff. We are in that space now. They are going to perfect it better. Yeah. We get to a point where you'll be talking to a machine and you think you'll be speaking to a Martinez. You understand what I'm saying? So the bloggers or whatever, we will talk 1,000 if they are uneducated about what they are doing. Because we see there are plenty.
Oh yeah,
plenty. And some of us.
And now that is financially rewarded.
Yes, some of us are the biggest victims. I mean, even apart from bloggers, when I had my case, the PR of the police was out there talking trash. Yeah, we have the suspect and we have evidence, and they didn't have zilch. Ruined my reputation till tomorrow, not today or past, till tomorrow. I step into a place and somebody has a perception about me. They are scared.
I mean, that case I covered it.
Exactly. You understand? So and you're expecting that the PR of police must have had some sort of an education in PR, meaning they've been to school, they've studied what PR is. They're supposed to put out
the truth.
Listen, some of us, my journalism school, that I went to,
which is
the Ghanaian Chronicle.
Okay, that's your school.
Yes.
I mean, that's where you took your training.
Yes. I work with the best. I was a graphic artist there at the time as a cartoonist, and I met the best of them. Do you know Raymond Acha?
Yeah.
Raymond Acha came to meet me at the Ghanaian Chronicle. I was even there before. Have you heard of William Nyaku? Yeah. Do you know of Alfred Ogbami?
Yeah.
These are top people.
Yeah.
These are the people I had my desk doing my graphics, I was understanding because we were in the same space, right? And these are, you can never, and today nobody cares about that. You can never say anything about anybody without going back to them for their, their side of the story.
Yeah.
So if I have a story on Martinez, and that's the code of ethics. If I have a story about Martinez, I have to find Martinez to speak. If Martinez says they will not speak, then I can put out the story and say, after writing everything, when I'm leaving, the paragraph should say, oh, we reached out to Martinez. They said they don't have a comment at this time. You see that alone, exempts you from all the lawsuits, all the problems and everything, because now the reader now forms their own opinion. These days, we speak lies as if they are truth. And it is and that is what the GJA and the whatever, you know, the people, media commission,
Park,
they should be doing. I don't hear of them these days, and the place is in a chaos. You understand? So that's what they should be up and doing. All these state institutions that are being paid for not working.
And there's something even becoming more dangerous on social media. People are doing fake news card. Somebody talks, they pick a picture and they twist it and put it on a card. And some at times they use media houses, their logos and other things. And later the media houses come to label it as fake. It's really becoming.
You understand?
dangerous.
It's sad. Look at the pages that we even have on social media. Not all these pages are verified.
Yeah.
So you have a Hits FM page. When you go onto Instagram right now, you say Hits FM. You see countless.
They've modeled it around.
Yes, you know which one is what. You understand? Yeah. So we are going. Look, it's going to get worse.
Interesting.
It's going to get worse.
Martinez, Bulldogs believe that it's going to get worse until we have, people taking action, scapegoat, people being punished for those things. It's really going to get worse. Martinez, what is your view on this?
Yeah, this worrying, fake news from what Kwabena is saying, as an artist, if something is said about you or a public figure and it's not reported accurately, it's very disturbing because your loved ones, families, friends, people trying to reach you, very worried about the story and all of that. So the kind of trauma you could go through, I can understand where he is coming from. And it's because of a lot of people want trend. These days, it's all about who is actually breaking the news to be the first to release it and then trend. And so sometimes they might not even get that that mindset to actually dig into it, know the actual truth, not even being patient enough to understand what really transpired, but to just go ahead and report because numbers. And like you said, it's because of social media playing a key role in this. Unlike first, from where Bulldog is even coming, it has to go through a channel. Even your boss and, the entire team has to go
people
through.
People just by their phone and just how they click.
Yes. It has, instead of, adding value to the job, which I believe that is the impact of social media, making it a bit easier and adding value to it. But rather, it is also creating problems at the other hand because some people have also taken advantage from it. And so Kwabena is someone we know he's gone through a lot. But like Tilly said, negative news is negative news. Fake news is different. There's some fake. Charlie, sometimes some of the things you hear about yourself, if you've not been there or if you are not in their shoes, you won't understand. You have to keep explaining yourself over and over and over. So I understand where you also come in with a video that was trending. It's AI generated, and
please,
you are still explaining yourself, right?
I'm not.
Or you are done explaining yourself. You are done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we need to be very circumspect when we are putting out news or information because look, we should understand that brands are involved. If you write something which is defamatory, remember you are actually destroying someone's brand
reputation.
Yes. It also doesn't mean that some are not really some are not doing their work well. They are doing it well. Just that you have some few or you have others who are also messing up the whole space. So with what Kwabena is saying, it's something that we cannot overlook because if you want to have a strong system, if we want the music space or the industry to, become very vibrant and flourish and be very active, then we need to take these things into consideration. At least we need to apply common sense. Even if you've not been to school to understand some of these ethics we are talking about, Edem, there's something called common sense. You need to be circumcised. You need to know that what you are writing is actually going to destroy someone's image if it is not true. In any case, why will you even report fake news if not an agenda setting? Why will you just go ahead and report something without even verifying, without actually knowing the truth? What will you gain from it? If you make money and get trends, what else? Because it is your reputation that is on the line. If at the end of the day your source or your news outlet is no longer regarded, it will affect you. So you rather have to build a strong reputation. You need to build a strong image than just thinking of what you are going to eat today.
So, that was Martinez making his points. Now, to our next story. Mr. Drew is in the news. He was here, within the week to come and talk about his new project. And he said he felt, and I want to quote from the headline, I felt I had to win 2024 TGMA Collaboration of the Year. So in 2024, that was the last TGMA Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Stonebwoy won Collaboration of the Year with his song Liquor, which featured Kitty. And it was in a category against songs like our brother Mr. Drew's Case, where he featured an up-and-coming artist. There was a remix with an up-and-coming artist, Mufti. And he believes that his song should have won that award. We want you to listen to what Mr. Drew said when he came on Showbiz Review. Showbiz Review, yeah.
Do you think you were cheated?
I felt like I had to win. As of whether I was cheated yet.
No. But you felt like you had to win.
Yeah, I felt like the song had to win. The numbers.
Yeah.
And then they perform the tune for everywhere, every corner. People, they sing the song. Yeah, so...
Has that affected your relationship with Kitty in any way, shape, and form?
I don't think so, no. We always meet, we just talk. Yeah, me and Kitty be cool. Yeah.
You sure?
We never took it personal at any point in time. And if you look at banters and stuff I wouldn't say banters. It's just funny. And me, I like trolling too. And he likes trolling too. He likes trolling. I mean, I like it like that. But he's my brother. We're cool.
In all honesty, did you feel that some of his tweets were aimed at mocking you? Did you feel that?
I took it on a lighter note. Because I was getting booked from just that song. I was getting booked equally. So, and then, I'm okay.
This is Hits.
The 24th TGMA 25th, right? 2024 TGMA Collaboration of the Year, Kitty, Stonebwoy with his one, and won over Mr. Drew's Case. But Mr. Drew feels otherwise, Martinez.
Yeah, I can understand him. I mean, as an artist, if you're in a competition, you expect to win. But then, like we always say, every nominee is a potential winner. Looking at the songs that were nominated, I mean, Mr. Drew's featuring Mufti was one of the biggest. And to date, I still see it as one of the best songs from Mr. Drew. And it's even a spotlight he gave Mufti. So if he had won, I think it would have been a big opportunity for Mufti. Even without them winning, the collaboration alone is still an opportunity for him.
But the question of did you vote?
That is also another question. But when you look at the nomination, when you go into the category, like I said, Kiddie featuring Stonebwoy and Lonely Road by...
That's Stonebwoy featuring Kiddie, yeah?
Liquor.
Kiddie.
That's Kiddie.
Kiddie featuring Stonebwoy, yeah.
And then Lonely Road, O'Kenneth, Slim Kid, Chatters by Sekrum Sikeni, and Kweku Smoke, and also Kweku Anansi remix, Hamradu. Yeah, Hetty remix by Kim Paluta and Kwame Eugene, featuring Kwame Eugene. They feel the vibe, that's Fra, featuring Nana Yao, Ufuriata, and My Darling Akwabo featuring Kwabna. That's very tough. Very, very tough. And if he doesn't win, it doesn't mean he didn't do well. I still see him as, one of the best collaboration that he was able to come out with under review. So he should just put that aside, put that behind him, and then focus on what is ahead of him. I mean, the future, the new songs is about releasing. I think getting that collaboration to that level, it's a success, it's a win. And so if Kiddie win, that's Leko featuring Stonebwoy, I mean, that's a very strong contender. You need to understand, when you go to some of these competitions and you don't come home with a plaque, or you don't emerge victorious, but that doesn't mean you didn't perform. But you always remember, because it's kind of like a memory. I mean, looking at the bars around him, probably he felt the expectation he's gotten so far. He was a potential winner, and he deserved it. But at the end of the day, when it comes to awards, it's full of dynamics. Like you said, did you vote? I mean, it goes beyond just the judges, but also the fans taking a key role in it. Maybe you're not able to garnish the number you're supposed to get from the streets. And so that can also somehow affect you. But whichever way, once he was nominated, that is also huge, and he should move on. I mean, it's gone. We have this year, next year, he's a fine artist. Yes, once he keeps working very hard, he will get it. I see him as an artist who is likely to win Artist of the Year one day. He's one of the potential artists. You just have to keep to his grounds.
Okay, so you think he should move on? He has the potential of winning big things in the future.
Of course. I mean, when you look at his new songs, it tells you the impact he's making on the industry. Because
as you think Mr. Drew should move on, I'm also moving on to Tilly to take her take on this matter. I'm taking your take.
I really don't know how to talk about it, because the award has happened.
Yeah.
The award has happened. Yeah. The winner has emerged. It's almost so many months past. So at this point, as Robert Clark will say, it's a scheme. It's the scheme, and then the metrics they are using. At the end of the day, they'll ask you, did you vote? Did the people vote? Because I know Case Remix was a big song.
Yeah.
So was Liquor. So I am sure that by the fact that the two songs or the two artists were in the same category means that the scheme recognizes that they deserve that award. But then it comes back to the metrics. Did you vote? When the Academy voted, who got the highest? When the board, you see, those are the things that, so this is much about that. And I'm quite excited. He said that it hasn't breeded any personal feelings amongst the artists. They understand. And when in the year, I think Kwame Eugene won Artist of the Year. Yeah. See the way he trolled Kiddie. It's like they get it. They understand.
The fans know.
These guys now what's our group with them? But after they read the studio, and when they're in their studio vibe, they don't care about how they feel or how you feel in the WhatsApp group. Yeah. They know they are bringing magic, and then they move. So as something that no matter what we say now, it won't change anything. The winner has emerged. Yeah. And now he's just, and it's normal. I understand. Even JC will go and stand on stage and say that it doesn't make sense that somebody has won all these awards and hasn't won album of the year. The next day, wife with award.
That'd be part of the industry politics.
Exactly.
It brings attention to you
too. So it's normal. It's normal. But to me, I really feel nothing can be done. They just don't have to let us bring bad blood, and clearly it hasn't. So why would they stress?
The good takeout for you. Boo.
What did you say? Sorry.
I said boo.
No, I mean, sorry. What's the question?
It's about Mr. Drew saying that he felt his case, which brought out a new talent who was not known, the case remix, which featured Mufti, should have won the TGMA Collaboration of the Year over Leko Kiddy featuring Stoneboy.
I don't think he's the only one that has
that feeling.
A lot of people felt so as well. Myself, I felt, it was a huge banger, and that could have, potentially won the Song of the Year. But again, like Tilly said, there are dynamics to some of these things, there's votes, and all that. So if you don't maybe rally people, it's more political than sociological, so if you don't get your politics right, the EC
will show you where power lies.
Yes. So I don't think, like, I heard him, we didn't take anything away from him. He kept going on to the studios, doing his work, and I think that's the spirit. There's more road ahead of us, and we wish him and his team well. I think he's brought up a new EP.
Yeah.
Yes. I think sounding well. So hey, he should keep the spirit and keep fighting. So I like the way he didn't take it as people. Hey.
That's interesting.
Yes.
So, for you, like Stevie said, the fact that he didn't take offense and didn't allow it to affect him in any way is the positive one we are taking. It's a competition, and you can feel as any way you want to feel because everybody wants to be victorious, and that's a good one. Now we are moving to our next topic. Are you dropping your comments on our Facebook? Because we'll be going to our Facebook feed to read all the comments you've dropped there. Make sure you leave your comments there and tell us what you make of whatever we are discussing here on the show. And also, exactly at 11:45, we will activate the phone lines for you to call and share your thoughts on whatever we've discussed here this morning. So don't be left out. You are part of the discussion. We are doing this with you. So, don't forget to drop your comments now. Now, we are coming to one of our veterans in the space, Mickey Osebeko. He's talking, and he's saying that lack of professionalism causing downfall of creative art industry. And this is what he said. Renowned, and I'm reading this from Ghana Web, renowned Ghanaian actor and brand influencer Mickey Osebeko has pointed out that many actors in the country lack professionalism in the creative art industry. In an interview with Ghana Web's Elsie Lamar on Talkatainment on February 6, 2025, Mickey Osebeko explained that there are no proper institutions in place to prepare creatives before they enter the industry. Most of us don't act as professionals because we are not trained, and training is the key factor we are lacking in the creative industry. Most of us go through it as amateurs, and because of that, we don't define our status in the eyes of the public. We take ourselves for granted, and that's why people take us for granted. For the past few years, there has not been an active Actors Guild in the country. So, who would fight for our rights? Who would take us seriously when we find ourselves in difficulty to have a united front? So these are problems that need to be fixed for people to take us serious. Mickey Osebeko further emphasized that the need for improvement in the creative art emphasized the need for improvement in the creative arts sector. He noted that there can be an improvement in the creative arts sector if there are appropriate institutions to equip actors before transitioning into the industry. I want us to take a listen to his voice, what he said in that interview.
Most of us don't act as professionals because we are not trained. Training is a key factor that is lacking in our industry. Most of us go through it as amateurs, and because we go into it as amateurs, we don't really define our status very well in the eyes of the public. Because if you're a doctor and you have gone through medical school and all of that, and knowing what the profession really is, some of these things you won't take it for granted. That is why I'm saying that we take ourselves for granted. That is why people take us for granted. Otherwise, for now, as I talk to you, for the past few years, there's not been an active Actors Guild in this country. So who will fight for our rights? Who will take care of our rights? Who will take us serious? When we find it difficult to unite, we have a united front to talk for ourselves.
This is Hits.
That was Mickey Osebeko making his point there. I'm coming into the studio to listen to the take of my panel in the building. Martinez has taken leave of us to attend to an assignment elsewhere. So I'm going to Tilly. You heard Mickey Osebeko talk about lack of training and professionalism in the space.
Okay. So I know there's NAFTI. NAFTI does professional, educational training of creatives.
Yeah.
Because I know my friends that came from NAFTI. They are not like the other people that we know on the street. But in our occupation, especially in the movie sector, not everybody can go to the school, or not everybody came from the schools. Because when you listen to some of our celebrities and they are talking about their journey, we were on school down with the crowd, but over the years they've acquired the skills, they've acquired the connections, and then their talent and the way they deliver on the job, obviously they have gotten somewhere and they have become some form of the faces of even the sector. Now, my thing about the movie sector, and he said that there isn't institution. Actually, that is not true. There is an institution.
Okay.
There is NFA.
Yeah, NFA.
They're supposed to
Film
be.
authority
They have all that. But the problem with the movie industry, whether or not the person has been through NAFTI, the person did not go to school, is about licensing. Because if there is a body that licenses you, whether you are from the streets, from movie...
Like we have in law.
Yes, or you are from the school or whatever, there is a certain level that they have to standard that you have to uphold. And if you are able to uphold that, then you get your license renewed, you have your license. But if there isn't licensing that ensures whether the trained person does the right thing or the untrained person does the right thing, everybody is allowed to do whatever they want to do.
Do you think that would be easy to do?
It is very easy to do. That is actually part of the mandate of the NFA, which they fail to do. Now, the second thing that is bedeviling the movie industry is politics. When they have to let their mouth come at one and push for something, then they separate.
Right. Is it
politics. Politics, I'm telling you.
Politics happening there?
Movie industry, their biggest problem is politics. Ask any movie person.
What kind of politics?
Politics. MPP and in fact, why am I even saying politics? MPP NDC is one of the biggest bane. Oh yes. Don't
over their career?
I'm telling you, don't change who. Stop the change who is the truth.
You are playing host there.
Politics, I'm telling you.
Wow.
So when they have to actually come together as a collective to push something, they are unable to do, because at that point the person in power is their person, so they cannot speak against them. Because I don't understand why the conversation of licensing and distribution was not something that was important to the movie industry in the last 8 years when there was NFA. But what was happening at the NFA? Breakfast meetings, film summits, cinema summits, what sort things. Just like things that could solve the problem of the creators or the actors, which was licensing to check the standard, because there are amateurs everywhere.
Yeah.
But it is the standard, and if you don't do the right thing, and your license is revoked, then then you are forced to adhere to the rules. Licensing was one thing. Then the next thing, as I said, was distribution. Because if you talk to the movie people, their major problem is distribution, which is the markets where they will sell their products. They don't have, and that was the mandate of an institution like NFA. So at the time that they were supposed to put the right person at the right place, they were doing politics, pure politics. I'm telling you.
They are doing a zoo and it is
we say they are more, these people, they do the movie people, they do politics than even the institutions. I'm telling you. Do you get it? Everybody comes to their leadership structure or MPP 5-pack, NDC way 4, NDC way. It's like, I don't know what politics does for the movie sector.
Too much confusion.
And so today, if they are where they are, it is not the creatives not being professionals or unprofessionals. It's just that when they have to come together and call for something and call the right people accountable for something, they look at their political affiliation and how that calling out will cause them politically. So they sit down and they make things happen. So and almost
like the way the teacher unions can come up.
Almost you see, there are some professions you cannot become that without going to the school. You cannot become a doctor without going to, which is why we say, oh, there's a fake doctor. You can't say there's a fake actor. Can you say that?
Oh, they are.
Or there's a fake musician.
I mean,
you can call me a fake musician because I don't get talent.
You go to profiles of,
but even me, if you get somebody that knows how to write for me and coaches me how to sing.
There's nothing like a fake musician.
You get it. You cannot come and tell me I'm fake. Am I not singing? Is the song not there? Is it AI generated? Even that crap is becoming the future of the music. You get it? Like a lawyer. If the person is not a lawyer, it's not a lawyer. But our sector, it is only licensing that can keep, whether it is an informal person, somebody that came into the space, and the license, it covers everything. It covers the crew, the film crew, it covers the costume, it covers everything. It ensures that actors are paid the right way. The even audition, like it will take care of 99% of the problem. Then the 1%, which is distribution, will also. But as I said, the person that was Madame Juliet Asante, that was at the boss at the top of NFA, because it was an MPP era, all the MPP actors were okay.
In alignment,
even when they knew that at this point we are supposed to be calling for this. One person that I know called for all this was Socrates, and he was even an MPP member.
Yeah.
He knew this was our problem, but when you come to the movie industry, because of politics, they know they hear. I'm telling you, me, this one I've said, I'll get backlash. But that is the truth.
That's the truth.
It is the truth.
Yeah, interesting. Boo, I'm sure you've interfaced or you've come into contact through your work with some of the actors and some industry players. In terms of their overall professionalism ratings, what can you say about professionalism in this space?
Just like the guy Gardner came to say, he's a deep practitioner when it comes to the movie space.
Yeah,
he said it all. I mean, there's the compared to elsewhere that he's worked, the professionalism is not the best. I mean, in our space, we also do our little videos where you consider it as short films. You engage a crew, film, light people, and all that. And sometimes they stroll into the space at the time they want. They can get you and your whole team going to wait hours before they come in. You engage people to star in the short films or music videos, and they decide to do whatever they want to do, And I am of the view that people are just people, and if somebody has led some life or they don't have the sense of time, in whatever they do, no matter where they get in life, I mean, they will exhibit that flaw. It's sad, but this is where we are. I mean, yes, I understand licensing, but if being professional is showing up at 8 to do your work, and you show up at 10 with an excuse, I mean, your license cannot be revoked. Your license only allows you to practice.
Yeah.
And do some of these things, which is very important, but I think most of the things is the fact that people get on set and misbehave. They don't act professionally.
I mean, we've heard stories. I mean, Kuma Wood, where people were saying, some producers were saying, some actors will come and tell you, I'm shooting all my scenes this time. I mean, if you do this, I won't do this. If you, and it created a lot of problems for some of the producers.
Exactly what I'm saying. You understand? So people come and rewrite the script on set, you know, and it causes a lot of problems. And until we all sit down as a body and say, hey, we've seen where it was, and we are now seeing where it is. And this the situation we have is attitude now. We will not get anywhere, no matter how much money that is pumped into the space. You know, and again, that's what Master Richie said, and that's why nobody will take us for serious. You know, because we have taken ourselves for granted. You know, so until the leaders of the space, you know, pulls the bull by the horn and whip people in line. You know, but now today, who's a leader? The person you're calling a youngster might even have a huge following than you, the leader. So now they are calling the shots. They see themselves as leaders. So
taking the pace.
In the art space, is quite difficult. You know, it's quite difficult. You know, so if there's going to be any sort form of regulation in the art space, it should be making sure that individuals in that space are held accountable for putting out maybe fake news, stuff that would put Ghana's reputation in disrepute. You know, those are the things that they can have. But to now gag people in their personal lives, it will be difficult. We are just unprofessional, and it's sad. I was listening to the former UT founder,
Mr.
Amwabi. Yes, I think there's a podcast he went on, and he said a few things that generally Ghanaians are bad people, and I've had that view.
And Kennedy Japan has also said that we are naturally born bad.
Good. I've had that view for a very long time. I mean, it cuts across all industries. You know, people ask, you know, the reason why we have a dollar issue is that we are not a producing
economy.
Good.
We import driven.
Good. When we are not producing, because when people set up factories, we the same people go and mess it up. So I'll rather import T-shirts, and it's cheaper. It sits on the sea, it comes through. So these are things that we have contributed to, and you see, again, our politicians are not helping, because we're supposed to. These are the people that are supposed to tell us the hard truth. They are not saying it. You know, so when you're doing politics, you come and say, oh, and when I come, I go arrest the dollar. I've given the dollar to the keys, you know. But you know, yes, you know the problem.
You can't do it.
Exactly. The problem starts, there's a root problem. How do we tackle it? You understand that, hey, you said you're out of school, you don't have a job. Okay, we're saying one district, one factory. We're going to create it. When you go there, go and put in the work. You know, you enter into places, and even the attitude of the people that are working there, you ask yourself, so these people, were they home and praying for a job, and now they have a job, and it's sad. You know, and again, I go back and say this. I keep saying this all the time. The internet is our biggest enemy. And our biggest foe and our biggest ally. Because today it's easy to make money here. So no person with their sort will want to go and do 8 to 5 anyway. You understand? And that's why I've come of the view that, listen, if we are able, because the Gen Zs and the youth, they will not go and sit in an office. They are not from our era. Don't do that. They don't have time. They won't be able to even concentrate. You know. So if we know that, okay, the digital era is the thing, we should find a way, cut costs with data. Let them make their money. But there will be a chunk, a gap in government institutions where then people won't, engage. You know, but we need to also find ways to look at that. So it's widespread. It's not just one area. Yes. Because if I'm going to sit on TikTok, and do a skit or say something and make a lot of money. Why should I come and waste my time on a set?
Yeah.
So what are you going to tell me?
And he will not go by the guidelines.
This girl I admire a lot. I think she started doing some stuff. The first skit I saw of hers was some Shatawale skit. What's her name?
Jasantua?
No, Jackie Mensa.
Yeah.
Look at how she's built her brand now. You know. So if she's I realized lately she's done some stuff with Sarkodie's girlfriend. What's her name? And that's my sweetheart as well.
Tracy.
Yvonne Nelson.
Hey,
Sarko, I beg.
Oh. But it wasn't the
ex,
but be the same thing. And if I say girlfriend, say
I'll be
friends. Be my girlfriend. Oh, boys, like.
But do you think there's that relationship?
But the two of them, they are not friends.
Yeah,
anymore.
Now the way the book come, they
used to be friends.
Yeah, they used to.
So Sarkodie's ex-friend.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You know, I think she enrolled her in a few movies. So imagine she goes on a set like that with somebody at that pedigree, Yvonne Nelson, and Yvonne Nelson is asking her, do this, do that. Or she's scolding her for coming in late, or, you know, and the girl is not patient and, you know, respects where she is and all that. She might just say, hey, because when we go on social media, I have the numbers, I have the following, you know, so it's I don't know how this will be solved, though.
Okay.
I have a brain, it's going to get worse.
That's why Bulldog in there for you, talking about professionalism in the industry. It's something that needs to be addressed, especially when we want to do business with the corporate world. We need to, take our professionalism serious. Ras Kuku is in the news. Boom! Is in the news this morning. Ras Kuku, he spoke to Graphic Showbiz, and this is what he's saying. Gospel Song of the Year must be open to all. Ghanaian reggae artist Ras Kuku has criticized organizers of the annual Telesol Ghana Music Awards for restricting Gospel Song of the Year category to only gospel artists. To him, what defines a gospel song is not the artist performing it, but rather the lyrics and the message it conveys. According to the TGMA's official criteria, the best gospel song is a song adjudged by the Academy Board and the general public as the most popular Christian song commercially released in the year under review. The song must have generated the most public excitement and enjoyed a lot of patronage from the general public. Only songs performed by gospel artists are eligible for this category. This means that even if an artist from a different genre releases a song with a strong gospel message, they are ineligible for the award, a limitation Ras Kuku strongly opposes. In a chat with the Graphic Showbiz, the reggae star pointed out that several musicians outside the gospel genre have created songs that align with the gospel theme but are excluded due to the category's restriction. He cited examples such as Asida by rapper and singer Kim Paluta, Asida by the late dancehall Afrobeat artist Ebony Rains, and his own song Mimpaibo, all of which he argued contained a strong gospel message but were automatically disqualified because they were not performed by gospel artists. He said, and I quote, "The gospel music category should be open to all artists regardless of their genre or background. What defines a gospel song is the lyrics and the message, not the artist who performs it. Therefore, any song that promotes hope, praises the divine, and maintains a positive message should be eligible for Gospel Award at the TGMA. The focus should be on the song's merit, not the artist's identity. This means that if there is a Gospel Song of the Year category, it should recognize the song that best represents the values and spirit of gospel music, regardless of who performs it," he added. Beyond his concern about gospel category, Ras Kuku also expressed frustration over being consistently overlooked for male vocalist of the year nomination at the TGMA. This is what Ras Kuku is saying. Let me go to Tilly. I'll come to you, Bulldog. Ras Kuku is saying that the gospel song of the year category should not be restricted to gospel artists. It should be open for.
Oh, I think we've had this conversation not long ago, and clearly it is something that is the prerogative of the scheme. They say that we don't want to open it to the message. We are leaving it to just the gospel fraternity because we don't open them up to also be in other categories. So they are doing it simply to protect. But the base of his conversation, we've had it. They admit that it is sin, but by how the scheme operates, that is why there's that division. So as for this fight there, maybe you want to talk
it go hard.
It go hard. It go hard. They know. No, we say they don't know. They know say the thing they talk because there's gospel artist of the year and there's gospel song of the year.
Yeah.
If the song is gospel, award it irrespective of who sang it. And then now you can't tell me that A.B.R. Rasco is a gospel artist of the year. We all know he's not a gospel artist. Then you reserve that category for the artist. But they are saying that the gospel musicians don't have enough categories as they are not open to the reggae dancers, all those things. So just to protect and create something for the gospel world, let's give them exclusivity to the gospel song as well. That is the scheme.
Going round and round and round.
And Raskuku is saying that they are reggae dancers. People just jump in and win it. Last time Kofi Kinata with the Fia Kumalov.
They jump in how?
So he feels like
they
can come from any genre background as performers and win it. So he
feels justifying.
He feels that the gospel should also be should also be open.
As I said, he's right though. Don't be saying he's not. He's
but
right.
Tilly, what do you think? Going into the minds of the organizers, what do you think is the reason they don't want to open that space?
Oh no, I don't have to go into the mind. He has already said it. They are just protecting the gospel side. That is all.
Because of religion and faith.
Yeah, and then how people are not too lenient with the gospel. That it's not. I don't have to go in the mind. He has said it. They are just. They are just. No, I'm not a fear, but he has said it. I don't have to. As in try to explain. He has said that the words are there, so I'm just picking the words that they are just protecting the gospel, thing. And I understand about what he said. Rasoko saying that other people jump into the reggae dance hall, so the rest are open for all to take. But even that, they don't allow gospel musicians who have dropped reggae dance to come and win reggae dance. So that is why they have opened the urban. No, that's why they've opened the urban gospel thing, so that those that fall in that category, those that use secular sound but are gospel musicians can still have a play somewhere to play. So that grey line is the urban gospel thing they've added.
Do you have the definition of that?
The category, the gospel song. Oh, I read the definition. You want me to read it for you again? Okay, let me do that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you're still logged on to Hits FM 103.9 and you are listening to Showbiz Review Extra here on your Saturday morning. And we are having a conversation about Raskuku saying that the Gospel Song of the Year category should be open for all to get in. And this is according to the TGMA category definition. The best gospel song is a song adjudged by the Academy, the board, and general public as the most popular song commercially released in the year under review.
Is that it?
No.
Yeah. The song, continuation.
Good.
The song must have generated the most public excitement and enjoyed a lot of patronage from the general public. Only performed by gospel art, and I think this is what the paper is putting this on. Only songs performed by the gospel artists are eligible for the category.
Yeah. So it's
for
not
this
anything.
Category.
It's just
I think this is part of the.
When you read it earlier, I don't know if I heard or maybe misheard. You state Christian something. There's no Christian.
No, it's not Christian. Okay. Best gospel song adjudged by the board academy.
So
public as the most popular Christian song commercially released in the year under review.
We are on radio.
Yeah.
So you forget time.
I read it. I read it.
So that's what I'm saying. I said I heard Christian. You said there's no Christian.
I get surprised.
Yeah. That category. Because I knew I'm trying to make a point. That category is discriminatory.
Why?
Okay. So Muslims cannot do songs to praise Allah. It would not go be a gospel song.
Is gospel? What is gospel?
He has raised something that we don't look at.
What is gospel? What is gospel?
So gospel is Christian.
No. Gospel. Good
No.
news.
It's not even gospel. It's about the category definition.
You cannot do
good news about who?
About Allah.
Yeah.
Muslims preach about Allah.
Yeah. Jesus, you see, the whole Muslim, the religion came from the Christian religion. So somebody will be Hare Krishna to no go fit sing to God. Charlie, are we serious? This is what we've been doing all over. They be how many 20 years?
Charlie, you raise critical point.
No, because the gospel is a message of good news that tells the story of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection.
So what if a Muslim sings
Muslim
a song that
talk
has
about
all
Jesus.
So if he sings in that, like, I'm sure it can
sings
qualify.
about Allah.
Listen, you are not listening to what I'm saying.
I listened.
Listen, I'm saying that category is discriminatory. They said it's Christian song.
Yes.
No.
So if a Muslim sings a Christian song,
no.
So why don't we make it a religious
The
song?
emphasis
So that it opens it out for.
Good. Charlie, watch out.
The emphasis is on the song.
No, it's not on the song. It's about
Christian
the
song.
type of song.
Exactly. Charlie, you are sharp.
Christian song.
No. You know what? I don't know whether you are playing devil's advocate, and I'm sure if Robert is listening, he knows what I'm talking about. You don't. It's discriminatory.
So you are telling TGMA that the category gospel song of the year is discriminatory by its category definition.
Yes, because they put in the Christian. They just leveled it up for only Christians. Yes, but Muslims can do gospel songs too. Can they do? So say religious. Don't say Christian. Just say religious.
So if I ask you to speak to the organizers, what will you tell them on this?
This is a discriminatory, category, and they need to redefine it.
They should redefine it?
Yes, they have to. This is what we've been operating with for the last 20 how many years? No, we should look at it again. We've been very, very unfair to all religions, pushing the God agenda.
I know the funny thing, the Muslims actually push their agenda with music. When you go to they sing it.
Yeah. Because you see, in the past, people like this guy, what's his name? D-Flex.
Yeah.
And
D-Flex.
there's this guy, the guy in Nima. They teamed up and did some beautiful song. You know? Yeah. And it was gospel.
But there's some songs, Muslims, I mean, if you go to their meetings, among others, they have wonderful songs. If
it becomes commercial, popular, and
Good.
people,
so
because
I
it's
think
not Christian.
that Christian thing should get out of the space and it will work. Allow it to be religious. So any type of religion can get in there. And also if it's Hare Krishna, what Buddha, whatever, and it is a gospel thing, they put it in there.
Robert,
I
hope
this?
Yes,
I hope
how did we?
Robert, are you listening? Maybe they also have a different view of that.
They don't have any view.
We will put it to
Is there
Robert's
another category in the scheme that allows for what he just said?
No, there is no category. So the scheme is discriminatory.
Yes.
I mean, against other religions.
And we all missed this thing for 20 years. We are now getting awake.
So it should be religious song of
yes.
So that all other Buddhism and all.
Yes. Why not?
Okay. So Robert, I hope you're listening.
And Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
So it's like there's one religion.
No, because there's one God that we all know.
Yes.
Yeah. However, whichever person calls it, we all know it's one God. So how come now you have restricted the awards to how only Christians? Is it only Christians that will go to heaven?
Thank you.
Only Christians that pray to Allah.
Or God for Christians alone.
I mean, maybe,
That's
when we are doing
embarrassing.
things, clearly there can be some biases. I mean, what we lean
So the
towards.
award is a Christian award.
So,
not
they are
a
biased.
Christian. No.
Is that what you are saying?
I'm
That's
saying
what he's saying,
naturally. I'm saying naturally, but it may not be that. They may have a reason.
Then they should come and tell us. We've raised the question.
Maybe this, I think within the week, Robert will have to.
Are we not hearing people? Are we not getting those other people because they also know that this award, as he said, is a Christian thing? So why bother?
Yes, bother. Yeah, exactly, because we cut them out. Now there's another thing.
So someone is asking a question. He says, this is a popularity award.
Yes.
Can Bulldog mention 3 popular Muslim or Hare Krishna songs?
That no be my job.
No, but I'm saying no, but that's what
they're saying it's a popularity based thing.
That's what I'm saying.
But they've not created a category for those
exactly.
things. That's
you
what
just
you're
cut them out
Yeah.
to start with.
So for how
Maybe
many years now?
20, about 26.
So it's 26 years now. If you know that this thing is not inside and you can sing, will you be doing the thing that you know it will not give you the award? So if they have allowed it,
no,
if they had opened it to religious, maybe it would have given people film to do all that. But the thing be closed.
Cross their mindset.
Evan Gospel were doing it. Now they have a category. There wasn't a category
Evan
like
Gospel,
this.
they were doing gospel. They were not doing anything else. They were not doing Islamic songs.
They should do more popular. I mean,
Muslim songs
more popular.
Gospel.
They should commercialize.
No, but that's what I
more.
said. So if this year, the year under review, a Muslim song or an Hausa song becomes popular commercially, it's very popular.
Which category will it be?
Clearly, it will not fit in the gospel because it is not Christian by the definition you read. That's what he's saying, that it is discriminatory because then it means that unless you are singing Jesus, God, Christ, we don't go mind you. Which of course is not fair. So what about making religious?
And yes, I want to move away from this point and say another strong point. I mean, Kuku raised something about him being excluded from the male vocalist.
Yeah.
He has one of the fine voices in this country, and I think they should look at that as well.
Okay,
Kuku has a beautiful voice.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yes, and he deserves those nominations and possibly a win there. So the scheme should look at that as well.
I mean, before we go on to the phone lines, I'm sure our listeners are ready to contribute to the discussion.
Oh,
before
article, one story.
I'm coming. Before we go on to the phone line, we'll bring it in. But before that, I want us to briefly touch on this because it involves life. I mean, veteran actress Edem Tsotorme has been seen soliciting for funds for actor Mawuli Semevo after he suffered severe fire burn in an accident. I mean, it happened at his home, and about over 40% of his body has been burnt, according to the medical professionals. And we saw our mother in a video soliciting for funds. What do you make of this situation?
I beg anybody listening, please support. Okay, support. These are accidents. It's not like he lived a huhubrabia. This is just pure accident. It can happen to anybody. It's not the time you come to look at his life and no. If you can help.
Okay.
Because you don't even know what he lost in the process of the fire. It could be whatever they could have used to help him face fire. Anything can happen. Please let's help. And to me, this thing, it is hitting close to home because this is my very close friend. Mr. Mawuli Semevo is I did my
He's been at
service at the National Theatre. He was the one that I didn't even know there was a drama company. He took me there straight, like everything, service, everything. He's my closest confidant. Like he taught me one life lesson that I've been living with: know thyself. Know as an individual, you have to know yourself. Something that works for somebody might not work for you. You have to know yourself enough to know, say, I can't tolerate this. So it's not every advice you take. You have to know what works for you. And to me, he's somebody that has paid his dues. He has really, this man has paid his dues, and it's very, very sad what is happening. So please, if you can give, I beg you, give and please support because it's just Jesus.
Let's support our veteran. And I mean, it's becoming one too many, the incidents of fire outbreaks around. We need to be very, very careful. I mean, in the homes, how we leave our sockets, how we light our gas and other things. We need to be very careful about those things. Boo, our legend is in need. I mean, and I even want to pray that we have him back to life. I mean, and for him to be able to continue what he does best.
I second the motion. From what my sister just said. Life is full of uncertainties, right? The only certain thing. There's only one certain thing about life.
It's death.
Exactly. So until we get there, we don't know what's going to happen to us. So let's all support. Chili, when you said he's your closest confidant, so you've gone to see him already?
Not yet.
Why?
I I don't know.
You don't know, sir. Then you don't know why you have not gone to see.
I am wrong on every level. That one day I'm not coming to defend.
Yes.
I am so wrong.
I beg. From here, try and make the effort. And go and see
I think this week I'll go.
Yes. Please try and do that. You know, we are calling on everybody to help. We will also help. I think there were some lines that were put out.
Yes.
Yeah, and then so some of us will see what we can do. Hopefully.
Before we get to the end of the show, I'll try and get
Yes.
I'll try and get a number and put it out before we end the show that people can support.
Yeah.
But before we get onto the phone lines, I know you are getting ready to call us. So get the number first, but we will do one topic. I'll make the topic so that we do it, and afterwards we'll come and pick you. So get ready, 054-8841-039. 054-8841-039. This is our phone line. You can get us so that we talk about what you make of the topic we discussed this morning. Showbiz Review Extra, 054-8841-039. Now, Article 1 says that we are sitting on him. I want us to merge it. And also, he's saying that we need to forget about respect. This artist doesn't respect, and focus on the artist's talent rather than say the respect. You know the respect. Focus on the talent. The talent be what we go chop. That be what go bring the money. Why are you not focusing that? And you're talking about respect.
Did you say that?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was sitting by him. I was seated right here. Yeah. And he said we should be able to focus on the talent.
Yeah, I saw the video too. I laughed, sir.
It's sad.
Yes, sad.
Oh.
I mean,
so
he's somebody.
The talent.
No. What I'm saying, it's sad that he will say that because he's somebody that I admire a lot. You know, I'm hoping maybe he wasn't in the right frame of mind that morning.
Oh, yes. He had a good time here. Even his song was "Feel Okay," so he was. Okay.
I like that. I mean, you can never take character out of anything. You cannot, and that's why people don't get anywhere. You know, there's a popular saying that if you lose money, you've lost something. If you lose your health, you've lost something. But if you lose your character, you've lost everything. Character is everything. Your your talent is second to your character. Everything is built on your character. Everything is built on your character. So if your character isn't right, you are not getting anywhere. You can build everything to the top. Yeah? And remember, in building, what is he? Is he serious? You should get me his number so I speak to him.
Let him enter you.
Yes, he should apologize and not say it anyway.
Article 1 should apologize.
Yes.
For saying we shouldn't focus on the character but the talent.
Listen. So let me give him a small example. When he was coming up, or any talent that you see now that was coming up, they only got here based on their character and not their talent. And let me explain. Okay. So this is Andy's desk, or this is Slim's desk, right?
Yeah.
No matter how talented you are, before you come to Slim, your character is what you display before you now open your talent to them. So when I can boss, Pacho me chow, Pacho efremi, Yibu, me rapi, Tim Pacho what time anka, Mema weti, now she say Yana.
Yeah.
But I come back and say, hey yo, what you want to show me?
The character will drive you away.
Is it serious? I don't talk. I don't want to go further because he be my boy.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go further with this conversation. This small thing I tell him or I talk. Cut and send to him if you know him.
Oh, okay. I will be my guy.
Character is everything. Talent is nothing. Me. Yeah, I've done this over 20 years, and I tell you, tomorrow I'll never sign anybody based on talent. I have stopped. Yes, yes. Without your character, you are not going anywhere. I'd rather sign a character than a talent. I'll sign a character, a good character, than I'll sign a wonderful talent or an exceptional talent. So I think he should go back and rethink. Maybe he didn't think about the situation. Yes. And let me just add this on before my sister comes in there about sitting on him. Who stood up at the time when he had the big song? Yes. See, they need to understand how the good. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. There are no blueprints in making hits. Udu tutumwane biafa. Right now in 2025, we cannot be seeing somebody sitting on anybody. As I say, we cannot. So,
okay. So Tilly, come in here.
Let me continue from where
Tilly, why are you sitting on Article 1 in general?
Why is he on the floor? He should get up.
I should push us.
Why has he bent his back for me to sit on?
You people.
Why is he down there? He should get up.
I beg, lift your
Listen,
legs more.
I just read this quote, and I saying you were here, so I'm hoping if it's correct what he said.
Yeah. We can't even play the voice.
He said, also let's be realistic. People have got their own favorites. If you are not part of the team A, when they are doing something, maybe selecting you will be their second option. You will never be their. It's normal. Even in the football team, that the teams are paying all of them. They are still the first liners, those who go, and then those that are on the bench. So if you say there's a reason you call them a team, because they are the ones that are banging now. And as I said, it's times and season. The Times Article 1 had one of the big songs. I don't know who put him on the sideline. You get it?
Were using
and you know the funny thing, it bothers me when artists like Article 1 makes a statement, and I see another question that says, I won't believe there's a conscious agenda to sabotage me, but from what I'm seeing, it's very scary. Article 1 is one of the talents that even in the times where he doesn't have any song, he's still playing shows. This Ghana Music Awards, US, UK people, I think one of them. All the time, Article 1, I don't know if it's a franchise. I'll be asking. I want to ask. Every time he did top, even when maybe that year that we know here about Amo. So he should appreciate this thing. It doesn't go to everybody. So when they get it, they shouldn't think it is automatic that it's coming to them. This is somebody deliberately helping. Yeah, I think it's your right. It's not your right. There are so many artists that currently have songs that I cannot even think of Article 1. It doesn't mean that we don't like you or we are sabotaging you. In this moment, you are not the it. In the next 2 years, you can have the biggest song and you are the it. And when we are calling the top 5, you will be in it. It doesn't change anything. It's times and seasons.
I thought he was coming to clarify the they said they put some people on stage.
That one. He said it for what? He said it for attention.
And then everything else
later he said that, I mean, he had opportunity to be on the TGMA show. At the time, his performance was jump and go because he was rushed to the set to do it, and now he's ready to do a proper performance.
I saw that video where he said it for just that one. He just said it for.
But did he say that?
Yeah, he even criticized. He said he was not even happy with his performance.
After he's calling him.
I don't believe what you told.
He told me for you. He said his performance. That voice is not. That voice. It was jump and go.
Oh no! Did he say that on air?
Yes, he said his own performance.
Then if he be jump and go, why they forgive another?
So now he say
we don't get time. You see, first we don't get time.
I mean, the character part.
And finally, I think what Budo said. People think that once you are a talent, I feel like as we hold a lot of space for talent, but you see, you can be radical, you can be different without being disrespectful, and that is something artists must know. The fact that you are disrespectful doesn't mean you are different. You are just disrespectful, and nobody, no matter where you reach, it's above being respectful to anybody. So the fact that somebody is constantly being disrespectful, insulted, doesn't mean they are different. They are just disrespectful. Different doesn't equal disrespect. So they should keep that in mind and know that we are all different people that have to accommodate ourselves to make things happen. But I don't want them to put a tag on it. Oh, creatives there. Creatives don't operate in a vacuum. We all exist to help each other, so we have to tolerate each other.
So join the conversation via 054-8841-039, 054-8841-039. We have some people sending us comments via our Facebook feed. We have somebody on the line. Okay, we have Facebook message coming in, and it says that, yo, Edem, you have a great voice for radio. I am listening to you and really enjoying the smoothness in your baritone voice. I don't know your background though, but I'd suggest you consider a career in broadcasting. Macaulay, aka Obinim. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate this, Macaulay. Thank you. And Mark from Ashongman is also saying that gospel genre is even recognized in the Grammys. Is America a Christian-only country? LGBT is minority thing. So should we allow it against the majority views? Mark from Ashongman asked this question. And also, he says that, good morning, great man. I met the CEO of Honda. Okay, we get you. And also, Edwin E.K. Senaya is saying that does the money used in free education belong to him? No. But Chairman, what's up? Okay, let's go on to the phone lines and pick a caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Please, your name and where you are calling us from.
Yeah, I'm Kofi. I'm East Lagos.
Okay, Kofi, let's hear you.
So, forget about the character and focus on the talent. So, this morning, we have pundits on the show, and they say something about an artist. It's not an insult, okay? It's just an opinion.
Yeah.
And the artist does not like it. Sit in front of a camera, address the pundit, and extend it to the pundit's family, and even the owner of the company, which is Petichum, insult Gala. And after I think one will tell me that, oh, forget about the character and focus on the talent. Charlie, your talent will take you there, but your character is what will sustain you, if you people don't know. So if somebody is doing it and you think that, oh, they are succeeding, so it's okay, you'll be there. Some of us, they say we have it's a perception that we have created.
Okay.
No, your doings is what has created that perception about you.
Sure.
So if you change your ways,
all right. Point well noted. You should change your ways. You should change your ways. Do we have another call on the line? Sorry. You can still get through our 054-8841-039. You can get us to share your thought on what we've discussed so far. We've read your messages on Facebook, and you can join us via our phone, 054-8841-039. We have a caller on the line. Okay. So, Showbiz review extra this morning, and I really had an amazing time with my people. I want to take your final. Okay, we have somebody on the line. What's happening to the network? What's happening? I think we have some challenge at hand. But before that, I want to take your final thought.
Doing the show, I said you've done well. You've done well hosting the show. By the beginning, you were hosting and panditing at the same time.
I mean, it be remix, more remix. You know.
I understand. I mean, you are a pandit more than you are a presenter, so I understand. So as time goes, probably, but the way you were moving the thing, as a nipples.
I'm a church boy. I break you. I'm a church boy. You know?
I have a video.
Okay, we have somebody on the line. Hello.
Yeah, my name is Nilante.
Nilante, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from OEB.
Talk to us.
Yeah. Bulldog was saying something, 100%. You see, when Kuku was saying something about church, what is church? You were saying Christian. What is Christianity? Christianity comes across everybody, Muslims, Buddhists, is the understanding of what we are learning. They say Christ-like. It wasn't just name given to people like they were resembling somebody. Christo, meaning Christo. You see, you know the reason why I changed my Dale to Ga. Yesu. We have different names that we used to call God Almighty.
Yeah.
So you can't sit there and we say Christian. Okay, I'm family tree man. Now is it the same? We should stop reggae. yesterday I was listening to a friend's DP. He put gospel reggae something from A to Z. Everything was gospel. Go to Bob Marley. Why were they calling Bob Marley second prophet of Sam? We should stop that thing, the hypocrisy in the industry. Say a Christian for way.
So your point is it should be open up.
It should be open up. Kuku started saying this thing. Is it 2 years ago or something? I'm a part of Kuku. I'm fan. Bulldog. I follow Bulldog way back. When he meets me, he say, Bonet. But you see, sometimes things will change. You travel, you come, you go here, and you stop meeting some old friends. Christianity, when you come to Ghana, Numojalo, when you go to Akan, Nyamisumfo, is it not the same dialect? Please.
Yeah.
Is it not the same dialect?
It's the same.
Stop that thing.
Point.
That thing, open it up. Chaka was singing one song. When I was listening, when you listen to some of the words, he was talking about Christ. But when you say, oh, somebody, this morning I was listening to somebody. Somebody was saying
point has been well made. We get your point. Thank you very much for joining us this morning on Showbiz Review Extra. Thank you very much. Bulldog.
Tilly was kind with you. You have done a terrible job this morning.
Thank you.
But you have a great voice.
Thank you.
So go and learn the job.
All right.
You are very, very unprofessional, unethical, and all that.
Oh, Bulldog, what I do you?
You were just jumping into spaces you were not supposed to jump. So, Tilly, like your matter. You have done a terrible job this morning.
But what I do you?
You don't do me anything.
We spaces are ending.
Yeah, the people they talk, not go make they talk. They explain. You don't explain what?
Are they create the preamble?
Allow yourself. You be host, so they there and host the people. I say being Tilly like your matter. That one you don't do anything.
Boo boo.
Yes, you have a great voice. That one we cannot take that away from you. But go and learn the rudiments of hosting.
Thank you, Bulldog. Thank you, Bulldog.